Hi, everybody. Mark here. Just wanted to share with you the 20 best tips that I could find on the internet to do with Steam Decks and when you're a beginner, what you should do with your machine, and just some general tips that are good for new users to the machine. To get you sort of acquainted with it and make it run the best that it can, and all sorts of really cool stuff. So, without further ado, let's get started with the 20 tips. Number one, update immediately. As soon as you power up, press the Steam button, scroll to Settings, then System, and install all available updates before doing anything else. Number two, test your hardware first. Download the free game Aperture Desk Job. Valve created it specifically to test the different input options on the Steam Deck, including buttons, triggers, trackpads, and gyro. Tip number three, learn the quick access menu. Press the three dots button to open up the quick access menu without leaving your game. The performance tab lets you limit frame rate, adjust refresh rate, and control TDP for battery optimization. Performance and graphics. Number four, lock to 40 frames per second for the sweet spot. 40 hertz / 40 frames per second gives a significant reduction in frame rate latency compared to 30 frames per second, making games feel noticeably more responsive without overloading the hardware chasing 60 frames per second. Tip number five, always try FSR first. Turn on FSR when it's offered. It improves performance by rendering games at a lower resolution, then upscaling them so they look good. Set resolution to 1280 by 720 and enable FSR in the upscaling options. Tip number six, default to low graphics settings. Put most game graphics settings on low or use a Steam Deck preset if available. This helps games run more smoothly and reduces or eliminates stuttering. Tip number seven, use the performance overlay. Set the performance overlay level slider to 4 in the quick access menu to verify whether FSR and other optimizations are actually active while you play. Tip number 8, don't trust verified ratings blindly. Valve's compatibility ratings aren't always accurate. Some games marked incompatible work flawlessly while others behave unexpectedly. Always cross-reference with ProtonDB for real player tested compatibility reports. Tip number 9, ProtonDB is your Bible. If you're unsure whether a game works, ProtonDB or Proton Database should be your first stop. It contains real user reports on how games run and what tweaks are needed. Tip number 10, try different Proton versions. If a game isn't running well, try changing your Proton version in settings. Sometimes a newer or older compatibility layer works significantly better for specific games. Tip number 11, switch to desktop mode for advanced setup. Press the Steam button, then power, then switch to desktop to access the full KDP Plasma Linux desktop. Use the USB-C hub with your keyboard and mouse for easier navigation during extended use. Tip number 12, use Flatpak apps in desktop mode. Flatpak applications work best as they persist through system updates and don't modify core system files, which is important because SteamOS is immutable and system files reset on updates. Tip number 13, set a pseudo password. The Steam Deck skips the default Linux password setup. Set a pseudo password so you can start tinkering and following guides more easily. Tip number 14, get a micro SD card immediately. The OLED model is available up to 1 terabyte, but games fill up fast. A quality micro SD card dramatically extends your storage and games installed directly to it. Tip number 15, back up your drive. Learn how to create a backup or clone your hard drive using tools like rsync or Clonezilla. It takes time up front, but saves enormous headaches if anything goes wrong. Tip number 16, hold the Steam button for the shortcut reference. Press and hold the Steam button for about 3 seconds, and a full shortcut reference overlay appears on screen. Incredibly useful when you're still learning the controls. Tip number 17, customize your keyboard theme. Press the Steam button, go to Settings, then Keyboard, and change the keyboard theme from the drop-down. Press Steam plus X anywhere to bring up the keyboard. Tip number 18, force restart if unresponsive. If your Steam Deck freezes, hold the power button for 3 seconds to force a restart. If it's still unresponsive, hold for 10 seconds to force a shutdown at the OS level or operating system level. Tip number 19, start with smaller games while big ones download. Start with games under 10 gigabytes to test your setup while larger titles download in the background. This gets you playing faster and helps you learn the device without frustration. And tip number 20, it's a PC, not just a handheld. The Steam Deck is a full Linux PC that can run Windows, productivity software, and even serve as a desktop computer when docked. Don't limit yourself to just handheld gaming. The rabbit hole goes deep, and that's half the fun. So there you go. 20 tips for beginners in case you were wondering what else your machine can do or what it needs to be set to in order to be running as best as it can. These tips were what I could find online. And I just went back to them for this video specifically, but it's what I followed when I got my Steam Deck, and like for the most part for the setup and things like that. But it's nice to remember some of the button combinations and things like that in order to bring up certain menus and certain screens, things like that. So I hope this was useful for you. If it was, give it a like and leave a comment if you like. Also, you can subscribe if that's something that you want to do or not. It's up to you. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.